I said, guys, we didn't come here for no reason.
Hey, my brother, put a smile on your face. Okay? Because Florida State, if we gonna do it then, we do it big. Let's go, baby.
Here's the snap, handoff on the belly dive, and Stevenson's gonna try to root his way in. He breaks through, and he's got the 10, 5, 3, 2 yards, hogging his way, and he broke into daylight, and he scores a touchdown.
If we don't get penalties, and we don't get fumbles, and we don't get interceptions, we can win the dead-gum ball game.
I said, are you strong? They said, I'm strong if you strong. I said, we strong then.
What are you doing?
Down to the 50, down the sideline to the 40, down to the 30. He separates. He's to the 20, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Florida State.
Let's party, Tallahassee.
He's got PK Sam open. He makes the catch. Touchdown, Marshall. Touchdown, PK Sam. 55 seconds left. Sam takes a touchdown catch from Ricketts. I see you, PK Sam. Jump shots there. Good shot. Knowles win. Knowles win. Michael Stairs triple with no time left. Florida State beats Duke 76-73. The little team that could just did.
I said, guys, we didn't come here for no reason.
Hey, my brother, put a smile on your face. Okay? Because Florida State, if we gonna do it then, we do it big. Let's go, baby.
Here's the snap, handoff on the belly dive, and Stevenson's gonna try to root his way in. He breaks through, and he's got the root hogging his way, and he broke into daylight, and he scores a touchdown.
If we don't get penalties, and we don't get fumbles, and we don't get interceptions, we can win the dead-gum ball game.
I said, are you strong? They said, I'm strong if you strong. I said, we strong then.
What are you doing?
Down to the 50, down the sideline to the 40, down to the 30. He separates. He's to the 20, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Florida State. Open. He makes the catch.
Welcome to Double Fries No Slaw. We've got a pop-up show for you guys tonight. Myself, TJ Pittenger, as always, with Freddie Stevenson and Richie Barnes. I think it's like 20 or 21 episodes in. Nobody's missed a show yet, so I'm proud of us for doing that. How you guys doing tonight?
Man, I'm good, man. It's Wednesday, so that means I'm 2 days away from a cheat day, so I'm feeling good, man. 2 more days and Double Fries No Slaw on the weekend.
Let's
opportunity here, thanks to Freddie and our producer Harlan, and we had to jump on it. So I'm really pumped for today.
We've got a great guest for you guys. We won't be super long. I'm thinking 20, 25, 30 minutes max, if that. But we've got a good guest for you guys. I've even classed it up a little bit and gone from bourbon to red wine so I can be a little more classy around here. So, but yeah, I'm excited. Want to always remind you that Double Fries No Slaw brought to you by Guthrie's in Tallahassee. I had a conversation with their owner yesterday, and we've got some things in the works to continue to do with them. So appreciate the love that they've given us. Appreciate the support on social media, as well as them putting our stickers on their drive-through. That's super cool. That's the number one place that people listen to podcasts is in their car. And so if you're going through a drive-through and you see Double Fries No Slaw, I think you will that. So hopefully that's helping our listeners grow. And so we appreciate them. 1818 West Tennessee Street, 2550 North Monroe in Tallahassee. But if you are in Alabama close, tag us in a picture, Double Fries No Slaw, and I will send you a sticker of the podcast, Double Fries No Slaw sticker. So appreciate their support. Guys, let's jump right into it. If you guys are ready, I don't want to waste a ton of time. We have former FSU standout baseball player and the brother of Jordan Travis. We've got Devon Travis on the line tonight. How's it going, man? Thanks for hanging out with us for a few minutes.
Yeah, man, I'm good. Thank y'all for having me, man. I'm pumped up.
Man, we are super excited. We all fell in love with your brother over the weekend on Saturday and watching him. Some of us were big fans before that. I don't know how many people have come in their first run in history and scored a touchdown, right? Like, what was that? Which game was that, Richie? Boston College, NC State, Louisville, something. I was probably hammered because it was last year. But anyway, appreciate you for hanging out. We'll talk to you about him and about yourself. But, man, what's going on with you, man? What have you been up to lately?
Man, not much. Still trying to get this damn knee right. And I'm finishing up school. So 29-year-old FSU student. Right.
I'm jealous.
That's it, man. That's it. Yeah, I'm just, I mean, this is my first time really in my life that I haven't been a baseball player. So it's a little bit weird, to be honest. But just rolling, man. Just rolling. Watching the Knowles on Saturday. Hoping things get a little more exciting. I'm a Cowboys fan, so that sucks too.
Money last week, man.
Woo, grind.
Who's your before we went live tonight, I heard you listen to baseball.
Braves fan. Just being in South Florida, TBS had that contract. So every day when I get home from elementary school, I'd pop the Braves game on. My aunt actually dated a ball player for the Braves back when, I don't know, almost 30 years ago. And they had spring training in West Palm Beach.
Yeah, now it wouldn't be a bad time to be a Braves fan. What are they, like 6-0 in the playoffs or something?
Them boys can bang, man. They can hit. They can hit.
So talk to us. You said you're back in school. Are you in Tallahassee or are you doing it distance?
Yeah, I'm back home. It actually, I think that never would have been available online. So I would have had to go up to Tallahassee to take it. And because of COVID, it opened up online. So I got to knock that one class out the way. And, I'm just taking classes right here from home.
Awesome. Talk to us about before we get into your brother, talk to us about your time in Tallahassee. I mean, you were a great. I mean, I know Harlan is like the biggest baseball fan on the podcast here. He helps us with a lot of stuff on the back end. You guys know each other, but talk to us about your time in Tallahassee playing for an absolute FSU legend. Were you able to keep up with the program last year in the shortened year with Mike Martin Jr. taking over, and just talk to us a little bit about that.
Yeah, man, playing for 11 was really just a dream come true, You said it best. I mean, you talk about Mike Martin, it's like legend comes with it. He's a fantastic dude, first and foremost. He always put his players first. He always put us in the best position to win. I think the coolest thing and my favorite thing about him is the family environment that he creates. And he talks about it when he's recruiting you, and it actually sticks true throughout my entire time in Tallahassee. It was always, you're a Seminole and you play for that name on the front of your jersey. The name on the back, yeah, it means something. But if you play for the name on the front of your jersey, the name on your back of your jersey will end up looking the best in the end. And we all buy into it. I think that's why the program is so successful. And then just really a smooth transition, right? With Mike Martin to Mike Martin Jr. I wish I could have watched 11 coach forever, but I guess the time had come, and Meat's going to be great. He can differ a lot.
We had Meat on our, third or fourth show ever. Harlan was kind of able to hook that up for us. And he was great to have on the podcast, and he's funny. He's so dry, but he was funny. He talked about how he shut down 11, had such a hard time. And then really the only other question I've got for you is we asked him about Guthrie's. Obviously the podcast is Double Fries, No Slaw. Are you a big Guthrie's fan? Have you had yourself a gut box or two back, in the day now? What's up here?
Hey, Double Fries, No Slaw, I'm with you. But Dan, let me tell you, it was the fall of my junior year. I had surgery that summer, and I didn't play fall ball, but I was smashed 15th or August, whatever it was. Damn. And I went out with my family and we had a few drinks, but believe it.
Devin, man, I got a question. What's it like having a sports family, being a part of a sports family? And I need a little advice for you. I just had a daughter, man. She's 1 now. They put in your Wheaties. What I got to do for my daughter?
You got the genes. You don't have to worry. We just got lucky, and God hooked us up. I'm a believer in that. It was from 5-year guy, and he smiles, to have fun, to stay positive, to never let anybody know whether you're having a good game or a bad game. But you better ball out. And that was kind of just how it always was. I'm so thankful, man. I am stuck with something. But I'm blessed, man. I got great parents, and they showed me the way. That's really why I played the game of baseball so hard. And I know that's why Jordan plays football so hard, because we want to make our parents proud at the end of the day, like all of us. So you'll be all right, though, dog. You ain't got to worry. I seen you, but hey, I was reading about you a little bit before, because I wanted to get refreshed. I followed recruiting in football when I was at FSU. I missed class to go home and watch signing day. I saw the transition of you and Dalvin and Travis Rudolph and all the boys just piling in and so you ain't got to worry. You all right. I know you could ball. I know Dalvin Cook, what was it, 2015 or 16? He set that NCAA record. You were leading.
Freddie's kids are fine. My kids.
Just call us. We got you.
As big bro, you find yourself sometimes giving Jordan tips and stuff. I know you play baseball, it's a little different, but a lot of the same characteristics translate into being successful in the sport. So does he sometimes hit you up for tips when you struggle? Because the game is more mental than anything. You find yourself sometimes giving him advice on how to handle the process and how to adjust to the pressure.
Yeah, that's a great question, and you really took the words out of my mouth when I speak about Jordan in football. Being in y'all's shoes, y'all grind daily. That we play games every day, but I'd rather play games than go practice. I heard Jimbo on them backfields. I don't just try to keep it simple. Game day to make sure you're prepared. You bust your tail on the sideline football, but that was kind of easy. And I had a great teammate tell me those simple lines, and I wish I'd heard it earlier in my career. But that's really the message that I give to Jordan is have fun with it, man. You're a college athlete at Florida State. On top of that, you're a college football player at Florida State. I don't know many better lives. I played in the big leagues, and yes, shit was sweet, but putting on an FSU baseball uniform was right up there with it. I just want to feel like the crowd is rooting for me, and I want to hold my helmet up. So, I kind of just try to remind him how blessed and how lucky he is every single day to wake up and to be able to do what he loves. On top of it, do it at the school that he dreamt about playing at since I was there. So I just try to keep it short and sweet, man. Your mind and your attitude and your work ethic, it all shows out on game day. If you're always ready, you never have to, be ready. You're always ready to rock and roll. And I'm proud of him for that, because he did kind of take that mentality on.
Can you talk to us about his confidence level, right? So he was able to come in and really just ball out against not a great team, right? But a team that we were losing 21-7 against, right? So, but now he's got to go up to, one of the tougher games we're going to have this year, right? Top 10 team in Notre Dame, in South Bend. This is different than Jacksonville State, right? A lot different than Jacksonville State. And so can you talk to us about his confidence where, I don't know how much you chatted with him this week or how much, you try and leave him alone and let him focus, but where's his head at this week? And what's he, what's going through his mind?
Yeah. And it's crazy because I try to, when it's someone that you love and that you care about, you want to kind of feel what they're feeling. And Jordan has always had this watching the game too. And I'm excited and I'm so jacked up. And after the game, I just want to give him a hug and tell him I'm proud of him. I dreamt to damn seeing my brother out on that football field. So seeing him out there, I don't care. I'm going to be excited. He's obviously been wanting to play and hasn't been playing as much as he'd like. And he's just like a flatline kid. I mean, you'll get a smile out of him. And I keep it simple. Hey, how you doing? Heads at all he tells me is I'm busting my tail and I'm excited to play. He's really that kid. And I tried to be a bit like that, but I'll wear my emotions on my sleeve. If I hit a homer, I'm excited. He's never really been that kid. So I don't know. I think he's good. He sounds excited. He's always been a quiet, confident kid. He also knows the task that's at hand. And he also understands that Jacksonville State understands that this is a different game. This is a different dog. This is a game that he's never played in his entire life. So I'm excited to see what it looks like, really.
So Devon, Florida State, clearly the past 2 years, our players individually, for the most part, have not handled adversity well. And one of the things that a lot of people don't realize is in sports, it's just as difficult to handle success well. So not many people were talking about Jordan, a whole lot because we didn't know if he was healthy or if he would play. Then he comes out and has that performance, leads 6 touchdown drives of 60 plus yards, which is unheard of around here since, Freddie and Dalvin were playing. So obviously you had success at an early age, and we'll get into that a little bit later. But what do you tell him as far as that goes? Hey man, you had a great game, but you got to stay the course, because one good game against Jacksonville State doesn't necessarily mean it's going to carry over to Notre Dame or whoever else. But one thing I loved about watching the game, your brother, man, he smiles the whole time. After every play, he's got a huge smile on his face. He's running out there doing stuff as a fan I don't want him to do, trying to seal off linebackers on the goal line. He looks like he loves playing football. But now that he's had this success, what have you said to him, or how do you think he's going to handle it?
I think that's kind of why I was fishing at him, right? It was because I wanted him to give me something. At him, he was in high school and obviously cool things against much inferior talent. And I would always be like, why? You just hand the ball to the ref. Why don't you he's always was walking off the wanted him to show more energy and more excitement. You're just not going to get it out of him. He just enjoys playing football. And I hope that he does understand that. 4 for 4 today, 20 for 20. I think he understands that mentality, and I guess we're going to see.
Yeah. Silent killer, man. I'll take it.
And again, we know it was Jacksonville State. I hate to keep having to qualify it, but one thing I noticed when Jordan came into the game, the defense, after the offense had some success and scored a few touchdowns, the defense kind of elevated their game as well. And I kind of think about, a baseball game where you're down 3-1, but then you have a 6-run inning where someone gets a base hit and the rally gets going. How much is that real in sports where a quarterback who doesn't play defense can have that much of an impact on the defense because they have the mentality now, well, they're going to go score, so let's go get a stop. It's not like previous years where doesn't matter what we do, the offense is going to be 3 and out anyway. Now they in their mind, the defense, this offense has they have something to it. So we need to go out and elevate our game. Did you see that a lot at Florida State and even in the bigs when you played there?
Yeah, I mean, I think that because I never played football, I'm sure Freddie could touch on that more with football, because I did notice that. And I don't know how real that is. I don't know if that excites the defense. I don't know if that – these kids at Florida State, they 4 years may not show it. I believe that these kids can go out there and get the damn job done. They just got to have a little bit of belief, right? And you see it with so many football teams. I don't think UCF has more talented football players than Florida State. I firmly believe that. However, they win and we haven't been. It's contagious, man. That energy is contagious. Winning is contagious. Success is contagious. When I see one of my buddies hitting a homer, my heart beats 30 clicks faster. And when I get up to the plate, I'm seeing a little bit clearer. That's how it is. And like I said, I keep referring back to baseball because I have no idea what it's like to be a football player. I could not imagine playing that damn sport. But I do believe in sports that excitement and that joy and the passion and the feeling of let's do this shit, right? And I think that maybe the sport of football, especially with all the energy that runs through those kids' veins and in their blood and their bodies, that excitement's contagious.
Yeah, and I know we're 21-point dogs this weekend, but I'm excited, man, to see Florida State in primetime NBC 7:30 kickoff. It's a big deal, and it'll be your brother's first real big game as starting quarterback into this. I want to go back to your history a little bit because you found the national spotlight at a very early age. We're going back to the Little League World Series. Man, you became a household name at 12 years old in 2003 when the Boynton Beach, they won the U.S. and unfortunately y'all lost to Japan. But what was that like as a 12-year-old kid that out of nowhere just blowing up? I mean, obviously I know it wasn't in the social media age because that probably would have made it that much crazier, but you were a household name for baseball fans before you even got to Florida State. What was that run like, man, going through the Little League up to, Pennsylvania and then, eventually playing for a world championship? Because that's got to be one of the coolest things at a young age. And we talked about handling success at an early age. Surprisingly, a very few number of your baseball career getting to the –
look back at those days, and I wish I could remember them more vividly. To be honest, I didn't even realize I was playing on TV. I realized that there were people in the stands, but I was always so afraid to not succeed. And when I say fun when you don't play good games, I'm attitude or I make an error and I come off the field on baseball, man, I had no idea. Thank God there was no social media. Social media is the damn, you know what? It messes with these kids' heads. It makes 12-year-old Johnny that's playing in the Little League World Series feel like he's Aaron Judge, and sometimes vice versa. So I was just a young kid playing baseball, man, enjoying the game of baseball. That's how I tried to always. I think that kind of helped it stay a little bit more simple for me.
In the Little League World Series against Danny Almonte, how many hits you getting?
When I was 12?
Yeah,
went out, but
okay.
I wouldn't like my odds, that's for sure. Maybe like a squeaker down the right field line or something.
You're way too humble, bro. Just say you're going through.
And then a lot of people, they start putting in that same.
Yeah, you're spot on, and I always go back to this damn same thing, but I never set goals of hitting 300 or I set a goal to get to the big leagues. That was my simple goal as a young kid. But when it came to statistical goals for myself, I just wanted to win, and whether it was me bunting and I felt like I should be hitting, if that's what I was called upon to do to help my team win, that's what I tried to do. And that's something that my dad just instilled in me, man, from a young age was you play to win the game. And I think that's most run away from is the winning aspect. School, and you want to get recruited because you're a 5-star athlete and you want to have the best tape. If you play to win the game, I truthfully believe that you will put yourself in the best situation, not just for that day, but long term to have success that will continue. I freaking half the time I can't get out of the way of my butt. I don't know where I came from, but I played the game hard and I played the game to win. And I don't give a damn if you were field. I was playing to protect the 8 other guys that are with me on my team. And I believe that's what you're looking at anymore half the time. You don't know if it's real or edited or whatever it is. I don't care about any of that, man. I want to go to the field and I want to watch the guy that's a 5-star player. And I want to see how he treats his teammates, and I want to see how he handles his business when he gets stopped. I don't want to see him when he runs for 100 yards. He can do that and he grew up scared.
Yeah. So many people, I mean, it just reminds me so much. You're totally right. Even in like the BA finals going on and stuff like that. Like I can remember I listened to a podcast I was listening to a podcast this morning, and Kobe's last finals game in game 7, he shot 6 for 24. He shot 25%. He was terrible from the field, but he pulled down 15 rebounds. He lived. But there's guys out there that like, were you there?
And I'm not saying that individual don't matter. Listen, there's a time where, yeah, you got to get yours too. But when you look in the mirror for the last time and you put that helmet on and you walk out of the locker room, or you put on that last button of your jersey and you walk out on that baseball field, the goal is to win the game, and it's that simple.
Absolutely. Speaking about your pro career, stadium, that is, I mean, that's pretty awesome, right? Like, what? Take me through, like, what that.
I'm not kidding, and I'm not just thinking to the typical like, oh, I don't know, I just didn't know, dude. Sprinted around the bases in less than 15 seconds. I was kind of fast, but that's like real fast. I mean, you see the guys, they flip the bat and they enjoy it. I 407 game or something. Nothing. I'm for real. I that whole day is like a blackout. Like I made a deal with my dad back in college.
Dope.
But I got none, man. It was the best day of my life. I just wish that I didn't fully black. I don't remember like one ground ball I caught. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. It never happened to me before. So I know it was probably the coolest day of my life, though. That's for sure.
I'll follow up with this then. Tell me about of your 4 years playing, like what, game somebody you got to hit off of.
In 2016, so traded in 15, and I was the least important part of that trade, of the trades that came in. But we got some damn good players: Donaldson, Russell Martin, David Price, Melvin Upton. I mean, the names, they just kept flowing. Tulo. And in 15, I was the leadoff. I worked my way up to the leadoff hitter, and I blew my damn shoulder out because I can't ever stay healthy. Missed the whole year. We went to the play there for none of the celebrations. I had surgery. I was back home. 16, we won the wild card game in 2016. We won the wild card game in Fenway, and I got to take on that celebration and hug my brothers after a 162 game season individually from every single guy, busting their tail when the lights are off and no one's watching. And that was the coolest moment of my entire career. By far was that was in my life.
So I couldn't let you get out of here without Sherm coming in here for a second. So Sherm wanted me to ask you, and this is how we were playing Clemson at home with a sold-out crowd. Me and him turned a sick double play to end the inning. We were running off the field, and right before we got to the dugout, he tripped me, and all the fans laughed at me. So my question is to you, was it on purpose?
And that crowd was going crazy. That was a nasty double play. Best friends in the world, but we were like vibe brothers. Like he probably stepped on my.
I mean, so I got to ask. I know safe travels for you this week, and I know you're heading up to South Bend for the game. That's got to be pretty exciting. I was up there 2 years ago. Hopefully, you have a better experience than I did. But yeah, man, we got to ask and answer if you want. Do you have a score prediction for this weekend?
No, I got no predictions, man. My little brother's out there. I'm so damn nervous. I get nervous before every game, like a little bit of butterflies. I have never felt any nerves like when he. There's no doubt about it. He's. I'm having like dreams and stuff. I'm when he gets called out and completely to watch him play but he's got a job to do. This is Florida State football. We're held to a high standard. What's been happening over these past few years is unacceptable, and I don't feel like that's disrespect for any player, former player or player currently would disagree. We're held to the highest of standards in college football. I see every player on that field succeed just as much as I want to see my brother succeed, and hopefully we can get the tide turned here shortly, and that's all I want.
And I don't know your brother, but I listened to a lot of his interviews, and he sounds like a man of faith, which is one thing I love.
We need that.
We need him.
Damn right. You're damn right. Every day, but please
at 7:30 on Saturday. Man, we appreciate you so much taking some time and hanging out with us tonight. This was super dope. Man, I appreciate all that you've done for not only the school, but again, hanging out with us for tonight, man. And wish you the best of luck. I know you said you're finishing up school. You got some things going on, but thank you so much for your time tonight, bro. We really appreciate it.
No, man, hell yeah. I appreciate it. Thank y'all for having me on. And anytime I get to hang out with some
yeah, we were all there.
Where were y'all? I don't even know where I was at. I was
on like the 20-yard line on the Florida State side. So
there you go. There you go.
Devin,
Well,
World Series, y'all gotta come back on. You and Sherm.
All right. Let me know. Anytime, man. I enjoyed it. Thank y'all for those. Let's. I want to say something else, but let's
appreciate you, bro.
Let me play. I got a year left for eligibility too. Let's go.
There we go.
All right, y'all boys. Y'all take it easy. All right.
Thanks,
brother.
Devin.
Yes, sir. Go Noles.
See you, man. Oh man, that was super dope. He was awesome. He was a really good interview. Sometimes you get people on and I mean they're cool, right? Like they're FSU legends or whatever, but like he was just
I don't know if you could keep up with Devin with the way he
probably
was talking,
not,
man.
bro. Probably not. No, I'm good. I'm good tonight. You guys have any closing thoughts? If not, I'll shout out Guthrie's and we'll get out of here. But
we knew he was coming on the podcast, so it was really cool to talk to him about that. And he was just down to earth. Clearly loves his little brother and just wants the best for him. That was a great interview, and I'm excited to get back here tomorrow and get into this game.
Yeah, I mean, just watching Jordan Travis play in the game, it was a play that stuck out with me. That option, we posted it on our YouTube when he pitched the ball and he led block for him. And if our whole team can have that mentality, look out. It was great to talk with him, man. Just hear that sports perspective.
He broke down, I think it was like 6 or 7 minutes. So really quick little watch. It is on our YouTube. It is on Facebook. It is on, go to our Twitter and search for checking that out on kind of all platforms. Really, really cool breakdown from a guy who won a national championship and knows a lot about, football and techniques and blocking and effort and different things that went on in those short little clips. So we'll do that every week. I think it's going to be Patreon only, unless one of you guys with money wants to sponsor that segment, and then we'll make it free for everybody if you want to sponsor it. But otherwise, it's going behind the wall. So sign up for our Patreon, patreon.com/doublefriespod. A lot of cool stuff going there. I am excited for this weekend. There's a lot of really good football on this weekend that we'll talk about in the game day chat, as well as obviously the FSU game against Notre Dame. We'll be talking about it in there. We'll do a quick reaction show, most likely after the game on Saturday night in our Discord. So patreon.com/doublefriespod. Everywhere that you can find us, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We are nearly to 1,500 Facebook likes and nearly to 2,000 Twitter followers. We get about 5,000 listeners and views of this a week. So we should really be at about 5,000 on all those things. So go like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, subscribe on YouTube. It's all Double Fries Pod there. And then we will be back tomorrow night breaking down Notre Dame with somebody that's very well connected with that program. I don't want to give away any names because I hate having to correct myself if people cancel, but I've got a Notre Dame beat writer on, very well respected in the industry, that I'm excited to talk about the game with him. And we'll be back on Sunday for our main show. So I'm going to take a breath now and go watch the Rays. Oh, one more thing. The Lakers are going to win the title on Friday night wearing the black.
Nah, man. Take a breath again, Devin was awesome. What a great job, Harlan and Freddie, for setting that up. I'm excited to get back tomorrow and out because I don't have a song anywhere in mind right now.
No, I'm doing the one after the Lakers win, so you could skip me. Harlan, you want to go? We haven't had you on in a little bit.
And Corey Smith. TJ genre.
Like even Freddie, like play.
That's all it is. Just get a little dig at it.
All right.